Service, aka X.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got something different for y'all today, man. We got I call her Miss Alabama. I come to show you out of Alabama. She has a military background as well as certified personal trainer. You know, we had some conversations in the past. She hit me up, seen one of the episodes. I'm like, yo, I'd like to come on there, you know, express what I got going on. I said, cool, you know, let's do it. Let's see how everything rolls. How you doing there, Miss Sam?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here.
Okay. We on this tonight's subject, we got health, fitness, and OnlyFans. I know some of y'all like OnlyFans. I didn't think y'all was gonna ever do something like that. Hey, look, we do it all. That's what we are. We just like to have comfortable and uncomfortable conversations. So, Miss Sam, what's your background so the people can get familiar with you?
My background, where do I begin? So, ex-military. I'm 27.
Okay.
I have a career and a few hustles on the side. So, certified personal training and OnlyFans.
Okay. Oh man. So you from Alabama. When did you migrate to Texas? Good old country Texas. What made you come out here?
The government, Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam made you come out here. Okay, so since you've been down here, I need to hear what are some good things about Texas since you've been down here?
I gotta say the people. Definitely different than Alabama. Houston, well, Texas in general was very welcoming.
Okay.
Versus Alabama, not so welcoming.
Okay. Oh man, let's start it off. Okay, you from Alabama. Okay. Mm-hmm. Military background. What were you doing in the military?
So I was transportation. I did area beautification more than my job. Cutting the grass more than a job. But it was an experience. Thankful for it. Where I get my discipline from. So.
Oh, okay. Hey, she's a disciplined woman. Look, brothers, I say all the time, like as a man, you got to be structured. And one of the main things you can always tell if a woman is disciplined. So she has a background in the military. So this is going to be quite interesting right here. Okay, so what are the good and bad about being in the military? Are you allowed to talk about it?
Yeah. So I'm out now. Look, I'm out now. The good is the benefits and getting out. Okay. The bad is it's hard for a woman, period, honestly. So I feel like for a woman, you have to work harder. I wasn't in for a very long time, but I did notice that was something I quickly noticed, that women had to work way harder than the men. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that, because you know I got brothers that's gonna be on here like
they're gonna be on me. So just from my experience, pretty much I seen guys get away with a lot more things than us females, and I just feel like guys, it was easier for a female. We had to have our hair slicked back and just following certain regulations. These was definitely a no-go. I remember an NCO walking past me because I had on clear nails, very short though, private, going back to the nail shop and get those popped off. I was like, what? I just got these done, and they're in reg, but I'm a private. I was in regs, but I was scared because she was higher up as well. So I just feel like with men, y'all don't have it that bad like us women do in the military. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion. So.
Okay, hey, listen. I'm here for all this stuff. I'm here for everything that's got going on. X, you got any questions over there yet?
Absolutely. Okay. And just talking to people in the military, I heard similar stories coming from women. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've heard it. So, with your personal training, how exactly did you tap into that? And, what motivated you to get into personal training?
So I tapped into personal training after I lost a lot of weight. I was near 300 pounds. And, of course, military, they is not paying for no tummy tuck, no BBL, none of that. So I had to do it the natural way. And that's what, but if I could have went the short way, I would have went the short way, most definitely. But but I fell in love with fitness on the way, though. I fell in love with fitness. Like, I started seeing the weight come off. Of course, other people saw it before me, but I started seeing the weight come off. And I just, at the time I was I was going through a pretty rough patch. And I needed a hobby. I needed something to take my mind off depression, anxiety. And that's when I was like, I kind of like working out. Like, you know, it was a part of my schedule. Like if I didn't go to the gym, if I didn't work out, I was mad. I was sad, you know? So I just found myself just falling in love with the results. So and that's what made me fall in love with fitness.
Okay. And what made you want to spread that knowledge and information to other people? Exactly.
Specifically for peace and happiness. I feel like peace and happiness, that's like one of the top two things that's just like you can't put a price on. And I seen that I could help other women. When I posted my transformation photos, I had like so much response. And I wasn't expecting that because I'm a boring person. I ain't gonna say I'm kind of lame, but I'm not the social butterfly. So, you know, I didn't have that big following. So to have people inbox me and, you know, actually asking me for help, I was like, you know, I could do this. And that's when I, you know, dug into, you know, personal training with, you know, if I even had what it took, the mindset. And that's when I was just like, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Honestly, one fact about me is I follow a lot of fitness people on IG, mostly females. Not because I'm looking, I like the way they look necessarily, but when they post those before and afters, they either be itty bitty or big, and then they get this perfect physique. So I'm like, shit, if she can do it, I can do that shit. I don't really follow too many dudes on the fitness shit. I follow mostly females. Very inspirational.
Good.
Them yams keep you motivated. That's what's going on. The yams keep you motivated. I ain't gonna lie.
She getting born with him and she work for him. Yeah, it's motivation. Right?
Yeah, you know, I be lifting weights. You know, some yams come by. Like, ooh. Oh man. Okay. So like, what was the easiest in your transition? What was the hardest in your transition to fitness?
The easiest was going shopping after for clothes, going shopping for clothes, because you know you don't have to go to the plus size section. You don't have to worry about if a store has a plus size section. You know, so that was the easiest for me. The hardest, and this is what I'm still struggling with. The hardest part of weight loss is just confidence, gaining that confidence back. You know, or if you never had it, just getting the confidence.
Question on that. Most people think it's kind of, you get a little bit more in a body shaming state before you start your journey. Sometimes I've talked to people and like in the middle of the journey, they still get it because they still see things they need to work on. They still looking at imperfections, even though you're en route. So sometimes I'll be like, damn, I think the person in the gym has more insecurities than the person that's not even going, because that person just accepted, hey, fuck it, it is what it is. The person that's is constantly looking in the mirror. So anything you got on that, you know?
That nothing but facts. I agree. I still honestly, sometimes I still see myself as being overweight. You know, I still see myself as that fat girl. I still see myself. So it does, but I do use that as motivation. I've learned to let that be my motivation to go even harder than what I'm already going. But that's facts. Yeah, the highest insecurity, the people that work out the most have, I feel like, some of the biggest insecurities with themselves.
Right. I'll talk about one of my insecurities right now. So a little while back, before I got into the gym, I went and bought bodybuilding shorts, right? You know what bodybuilding shorts are? They're them little ass shorts for men be wearing, right?
Hoochie Daddy.
Every time I go to the gym, I'd be like, God damn, my legs are small, bro. It now forces me to work on my legs. I never did leg day. Like Wednesday come around, I'll look at the leg machine, be like, and just keep walking. I didn't want to stop there. But now that I wear bodybuilding shorts, it forces me to like, yo, bro, this shit looks unproportional, right? I got nice arms, my chest is straight, and I got a little tummy. But then when you hit the legs, like, yo, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? Like, I'm like, oh God, no. So that insecurity actually pushes me to actually hit legs more. X used to talk about it all the time. Hey, look, man, you want to hit the legs as much as you can. It gives you testosterone. I was like, look, man, I ain't trying to hear this shit. You see this shit? That's all I need. So, but the minute I put them shorts on, and them chicks start looking at my legs, I'll be like, God damn, man, I don't know. But yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. But there's a lot of power in being insecure if you're gonna work on it. That's the difference. It's different. There's power in insecurity if you're gonna work on it, not when you just let it consume you. Because I definitely want to bring that up. So how were you developing anxiety? Like how did that come about within fitness? Before fitness?
So my anxiety came on because I gained that much weight. You have to think I was coming out, I was prior military, so I was always fit. So to gain over, double my weight, to gain that much weight was just like, honestly, just being real, I talked about people like that, like me. When I got fat, I used to talk about people that look like me. So I felt like that was karma as well, because karma is real. And it really humbled me. And the anxiety, I didn't want to go anywhere. I was worried about which roles were sticking out, how many roles are sticking out, or is somebody going to notice me from, the military and be like, dang, she let herself go, So that's where my anxiety came on the strongest.
I'm gonna be honest.
So
go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask, how did the process of you adding additional weight happen? What was going through in your lifetime where you started putting on weight? Was that a more emotional thing or just like
I was pregnant? Yeah, I was pregnant. Yeah, I was pregnant with my daughter. Rough pregnancy. I had a couple instances where I passed out. Doctors didn't know why. They said it was normal, but they wanted me to take it easy. So I did exactly that. I took it easy on the bed and I ate and binge watched Grey's Anatomy. Every episode, I had a plate in front of me or some kind of snack. That's why I don't watch as much TV now either, because of that. But that's how I gained the most weight.
Okay. Go ahead, X.
Now, I was just going to ask, like, even being a personal trainer, do you find it sometimes just necessary that people have to have some type of, we can say anxiety, quote unquote, to be able to make those complete transformations? Or do you think that some people can, and I feel like it's a smaller percentage of people that can just do it, that have just like a perfect life, nothing to overcome, no adversity. You know what I'm saying? And even coming from the military, you have to overcome adversity in order to reach a particular goal. So I would say as a personal trainer, dealing with somebody that's not coming from that anxiety, how do you kind of put them in that hunger to make that transformation?
So I pretty much, what I do, because I haven't done a lot of personal training, but what I do is I just try to, motivate them, especially when they're at the point of where they want to give up. I'm like, think about your body 3 months from now, 6 months from now. Think about the way your skin is going to glow, or the way this muscle is going to pop, or the way you're going to fit into this swimsuit. So I always ask people, what is your goal? What's your fitness goal? What's your fitness goal? And what's your personal appearance goal? Because a lot of people get those two mixed up with personal training. Like, I can't make you look pretty, but I can make you look healthy and lean or strong, whatever your fitness goal may be. So.
Okay. Well, how'd you come up with the fitness brand? I know you got a fitness brand. What's it called?
It's Her Addiction Fitness.
Yeah. So, okay, Her Addiction Fitness. How'd you come up with that name?
When I found myself becoming addicted to the gym, when I knew that if I didn't go to the gym for just one day, that I would lose. Can we cuss over here? Okay, cool. I knew I would lose my shit if I didn't go one day. So I was like, dang, I'm kind of addicted to this. This is kind of like an addiction. When I was trying to come up with a fitness name, I couldn't think of nothing. And I was like, right here, I'm addicted to it. So Her Addiction. And I really want to cater to women, because I want it to be more than a fitness brand. I want it to be like an empowerment, like, a movement, so to speak. So.
Okay. What are some, things? There's core values in branding. What are some core values you have within the brand you made? What are some things you instill within your brand?
To be yourself.
Okay. To be
no
yourself.
matter how raw or uncut that is, just be yourself.
Be yourself. Yeah. So cliche.
Yeah, right. The cliche, something memorable.
Okay. All right. I asked this. I'm gonna let you go, X. What was the what was the easiest between these two? Dieting or exercising?
Dieting.
Okay. They said diet is the most, is what they said, 80%? 80%?
By like 90%, 90%
Yeah,
of your, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because a lot of people be like, yo, I worked out all that. Like, bro, what's your diet like, bro? Like, I'm supposed to eat before 9 because I'm doing intermittent fasting. But hey, like, I can't. Hey, I got in late, man. I got stuff, but I had to do things. So, but yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna switch it a little bit, because we gotta tap into the OnlyFans space as well. So
okay.
Oh man, let me write it down real quick and circle it.
So do you feel like women have to go to extra and unnecessary lengths to suppress their sexuality before we can? Yeah.
To suppress it? Honestly, sometimes, because when just a lot of men look at women and instantly think either they're going to look at her and not look at her again, or they're going to do a double look because they like what they see. So I think, some women have to go to greater lengths because some women are shaped. They never worked out in their lives and they shape perfectly. And they may have to dress a certain way to accommodate what attention they feel like dealing with that day. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. So I'll ask this: how did the OnlyFans spark in your idea? You was like, you know what, I'm gonna do OnlyFans, right? You know what I'm saying? Look, let me give a story real quick. Let me give a story, just so you get an idea what I'm asking, right? And I think we all made videos. You know what I'm saying? We all made videos. Mm-hmm. Then it's always that spark in your mind. You know what? I think I can sell this. So how did it happen for you? Like, what made you say, you know what? I'm gonna do OnlyFans now.
So let's see. I was on Facebook and I kept seeing this girl I used to be in the military with. She would always posting her OnlyFans link, and I knew what OnlyFans was, and I'm just like, if she posting this, she must be making some money. So I inboxed her. She gave me the game, and I ain't gonna mention her name, but kudos to her. She knows who she is. I inboxed her. She instantly replied. She didn't hold back no information, try to be sneaky about it. She pretty much gave me the game, and she was like, you can make bank off this. And she told me how to set my page up. And when I, started seeing the money roll in, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. Was there any hesitation before you made the OnlyFans? Was it like, oh, my family gonna find out?
Yeah, I have kids. Yeah, I have two younger kids.
Oh shit.
Yes, okay. I have two younger kids. And so I of course thought of them, but I look at it as a business. Like, if I have to explain to them when they get older, I'm gonna be like, look, this is out there. Mommy had to do what she had to do. You didn't miss no meals. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, mommy had to hustle. Now I don't want y'all to do that, but this is what I had to do to make extra money.
So if somebody wanted to counter that and say, like, you had to do that, do you believe like you had to do that?
I'm not gonna say I had to, because I could pick up a part-time, but I mean, I just felt like this is something I'm gonna do anyways. I'm gonna have sex anyways. I'm gonna do this anyways. Why not monetize off of it? Why not record it and get paid for it?
Okay.
The porn stars do it.
They got a contract. They contracted out of everything, depending if it's
but they make bank.
Yeah, like I said, shit. Not all of them motherfuckers.
Not like, all of them.
I learned about how much people make different scenes in different positions, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you really looked it up? Okay.
Yeah. I didn't went deep into that at one point. I told myself at 30, if I ain't doing anything with my life, I'm gonna be a porn star. So of course I did all the research I needed to do. Like shit, like, hey, my life ain't going nowhere. Might as well slang this motherfucking dick. Like that's how I thought. I was like, fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm that honest though, right?
Right.
Some people, like you said, people gonna have sex for free. I was like, might as well go ahead and get paid for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, that's interesting.
Hey, so all right, so I got a question on the OnlyFans things. Mm-hmm. Has that ever affected your dating life? Have you ever ran across a dude that was like, nah, she got OnlyFans?
Plenty.
Oh,
plenty. So I was dating a guy, older guy. He knew what I did. It got really serious. And he had asked me, this is when I was at the peak of my OnlyFans, I feel like. He asked me to stop. said no. And I, thinking, I got the juice. I'm like, he not gonna go nowhere. He liked me. He disappeared quickly. Yeah, so that it affects my dating life. It affects the way men approach me. After I'm a straight up person. I let you know what you're getting into, but I like to do it face to face, so I can see your facial expression and get your energy. So it's definitely affected my dating life. Hence why I'm still single. So.
Okay. I asked this before on another podcast. I said, even when it comes to sex, is it still based on an individual's mindset? Like, yo, she does OnlyFans, I'm gonna just fuck the shit out of her, or it's like, yo, I can still make love to this woman.
Ask that question one more time. Ask it one more time.
Okay, I said, you have men that look at women who have performed, right? I'm gonna give you one. Mia Khalifa, right? I don't know if you heard about her situation. She did porn. She got married. Eventually,
she got married.
It caught up to her husband.
She got married?
Yeah, Mia Khalifa. Yeah, she got married.
Oh,
she ended up getting married to a chef.
Oh.
Later down the line, people just kept on sending her husband all her ex-porn videos constantly. But there was already stuff going on with what she was doing at the same time, right? So they end up getting a divorce, and now she's back doing her own thing. So to him, he was still trying to love her like a regular woman. But I'm saying, to men that approach you, are they still thinking on a sexual intercourse level, like, oh, she a porn star, she's just gonna get this, how it's gonna come, or it's like, yo, I can still make love to this woman?
Damn. That's a good question.
All right, let me write that down. Good question.
Yeah, I don't know how men think. So I mean,
do you still want to feel love?
Well,
I still want to feel love. I do. I still want to feel love.
Okay.
I definitely want to still feel love, but I don't know what they'll be thinking if they see my OnlyFans and then try to make love to me. I don't know if they're gonna be thinking, I don't know. That's a good one.
This is after you cleared everything. Like, after you clear everything. Because look, regardless, some men ain't gonna care. Like, yo, she OnlyFans, cool. I'm just here to hit anyway. and they have my mental. But I'm saying, since you have broadcasted your OnlyFans, is it still in other men's mind, like, yo, I want to make love to you?
No. To me, no. I mean, it's rare. It's really rare. And when that's rare, I try to, I try to hold on to that.
Try to hook it in.
I try to hook and reel. I'm reeling you in. I'm reeling you in.
Do what you gotta do.
Okay. Come here, nigga. Okay, yo, man, I got questions out to ask. X, you got anything over there?
Yeah, we can keep it where it's at. Do you think it's any double standards in hustling with men and women? Like, a female get an OnlyFans, she do what she do, that's her hustle. A man get out there on the corner, do his thing, that's his hustle. We praise the man that do what he do illegally, you know what I mean? But the female doing something, just OnlyFans, and then we shame her for life. So do you feel like it's a double standard?
Yes, I've actually got into it with somebody on my Snap last week regarding that. Pretty much it is a double standard, because he was questioning pretty much my whole existence. Like, why do women got to use their body? I said, well, the same reason you sell drugs. You sell drugs, and you run around in a Porsche, and they praising you because you're the drug dealer. But we sell our videos, whatever that may be, and we get looked at like, damn, she a whore, she a hoe, she fucking XYZ, not knowing that the videos months apart, sometimes a year, you know what I'm saying, not knowing, knowing. So yeah, it's definitely a double standard. We ride around in Porsches and still get called whores, where men, oh, I want to marry that nigga because he got money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a double standard.
Okay, let me do this thing. My fault. Because OnlyFans is more social media based than video. Do you think you'll get the outlast if you was an escort, though?
It would be worse.
They work in
privately. Escort working privately? No, because I wouldn't have to advertise like I advertise, because people would already be going to that website to look for that specific thing already. They already know what's up. Versus with OnlyFans, you cannot not advertise your OnlyFans unless you're a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? You have to hustle your way up, just like a drug dealer. You start off on the block. You got to hustle way up. You hustle your way up.
Okay. Okay. Well, how'd you hustle your way up? What was the first thing you did? Did you do a picture first, or you did a video? Like,
so
what was your first hustle?
I did feet pictures, lingerie pictures. Yeah. So that's how I started off. And then I actually had a mentor approach me on OnlyFans and was like, you have potential, join my Telegram group where I put girls on to the game with OnlyFans. Correct. I thought he was a pimp. So I was like, this is a scam. No. Then I got curious one day. So I was like, let me go see. So I went to the Telegram and he the stuff that he posts, he definitely give you the game for free. So he makes money. He posted his receipts, how much he's made other women. So I just started, my little notepad, jotting stuff down. Then I would run it by the girl that put me on OnlyFans to make sure it wasn't a game. And she was like, yeah, do that. And that's how I was able to, get my subscribers, because I got 373 subscribers now. So
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, 373 times 20. Yeah, that's still some money, baby. I see.
But I'm not active on OnlyFans like that anymore, though.
Oh, okay. Well, what happened?
So OnlyFans takes a percentage, right?
Right.
Okay, so what I did was I seen a lot of women make private snaps. The guy posted in the group, if y'all don't want OnlyFans to take a percentage, y'all need to switch over to these platforms. I checked out some of those platforms and I seen Snapchat was on there. I was like, I got a snap. How do you make a private snap? And that's when I was like, okay. Learned how to make the private snap. And the private snap is just, I don't have to pay nobody a percentage of what I'm making. Okay. So
cut the middleman out.
And I can cut the middleman out.
That's what I thought you were doing.
I like
okay.
Yeah.
But shoot, is the income still the same? Switching from a bigger platform to switching it to kind of
I just made the switch recently, mid-June, towards the end of June. So I just made the switch. And so I haven't really been able to really study it really to see, but so far I have not made, only Snapchat is here and OnlyFans is here because I just started out with the private snap. Okay. So I haven't had a chance to advertise the private snap everywhere. And I don't really think I'm really going to advertise it everywhere because I got a lot of backlash when I advertised my OnlyFans to every social media platform there was.
You got backlash from the OnlyFans, but not the private snap?
Because a lot of people don't know about the private snap.
Yeah, I'll be pissed off too. I'm paying you money. Hey, get your ass back on OnlyFans. I ain't paying you $30.
But see, there's the thing though. My OnlyFans is set up as a free subscription. You have a free subscription, but you have to pay for everything you want to see.
Do y'all understand that? That's free game. So basically what they do is have teasers and certain snaps, but if you want to see the full thing, you actually got to pay for it. That's actually how you make way more money.
It is. And you got to give them a preview. You can't just lock all of your posts and you just posted I don't care how good your description is. If you ain't got a visual, because just like Pornhub, if you type in a bum ass Pornhub search bar description and you go and they ain't got no video, no thumbtack, or no animation of them, and you like, what the fuck am I getting? And then you get some shit you don't want to see. So you got to put that description in there. Put the description and also put a little 2-second teaser. Okay. And then there you go.
Man, okay, you go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Like I said, we talking to a hustler, man.
I know.
I'm hearing nothing but a lot of, and that's what people discredit. I'm hearing a lot of entrepreneurship. I'm hearing a lot of hustle. I'm hearing a lot of thinking. It's not just. I'll be honest. I never put that much. I never think people would think that much into it. So I'm like, damn, okay, this shit is really legitimate. You know what I mean? So yeah, kudos. We're talking to a hustler. What you got?
Man, I'm about to tell you, marketing comes to the brain. It takes a while. Look, it takes a while for you to make a purchase, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say I see an OnlyFans, right? They always covering that stuff. Like, yo, I'm like, oh, okay, she do OnlyFans. After a while, it keeps hitting your mind. Mm-hmm. That's what marketing does and advertising does. It keeps hitting your mind until you actually want to buy it. Because you'll be like, fuck this shit about 10 times. You'll be like, you know what? She said it's $5 this month. Let me see what she talking about. Got your ass.
Got him.
That's how repeated, like, what is it? Rinse, wash, and repeat. That's all it is. Like, shit, just keep no censoring. You know, they're gonna censor it. You know what I'm saying? You might hear the background noise, like, you be like, oh God.
Hey, but look, what they say the percentage of men that don't have access to sex? They say it's at least like 30% of men that don't have access to sex on average. That's what you do. So I'm saying, I wouldn't say the wrong thing, but like sometimes we don't think about that. If it's like 30% of men that don't have access to sex, well, what are they gonna do? And that's where all that
OnlyFans.
comes into play. If they not
OnlyFans.
getting it, they're gonna pay to see it.
Man, I almost thought you said something else. Like, did you just say I don't have access to sex? I was like, what are you talking about?
That's not really. I think it's like
I almost thought you just said.
that's
I
not
said, what
getting
the
it.
fuck did
So
you
you know,
say?
like, hey, somebody gotta. But they say shit. Somebody making money doing it is either I'm gonna make the money, or you gonna make.
Might as well.
Man, I'm telling y'all, bro. If I wasn't doing nothing with my life at 30, I'd be slinging this dick. I'm telling you, bro. But I always had a goal in mind.
Come on, look.
You know what I'm saying? Be a businessman. Like, yo, you know, it's interesting, right? Because I didn't have several people that's like, yo, would you mind doing the OnlyFans content with me, right? And I also talked about this. I was like, yo, so like, what's my percentage? You know what I'm saying? Like, write me out a contract. Are you contracting like individuals out, or are you just taking everything for yourself?
They want to fuck me. Like, I mean, it's just being real. I let men know, like the men that I do have sexual encounters with, I do let them know, like, hey, you know, you fine. Like, you know, we could, you want to record some content, you know. They say either yeah, or they be like, hell no. And I'm like, okay, cool. But a lot of times it's yeah, you get them caught in the moment. They not asking for no percentage.
Oh shit, I need all this. I need all that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all catch me on OnlyFans. You didn't catch me on OnlyFans, man. I'm gonna have a ski mask on, all that shit, man. I'm up.
People are into weird stuff. So
they'll be like, I know that tattoo.
I know that nigga. Like, yo, that
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. But now, like, it's interesting because, like, as much as dudes be saying no, they still want to have their own videos and shit, right? But what they say, like, you want your own private videos and pictures. You want your trophies. You know what I'm saying? You get to watch that video over and over. Like, yeah, man, I was 10. Hey, niggas, like I said, the right man is gonna be like, yeah, cool, yeah, we can make a video, cool, yeah. He want this glory. You know what I'm saying? He might look at it on the basis of throwing a towel over his face or trying to cut things out like that. But you know what I'm saying? Me, you know what I'm saying? If I ever do content, write me up a contract, baby. I need, you know what I'm saying? Every 10 views, I need $10. Every 10 views, $10. You know what I'm saying? $1 per view, right?
$10.
$10. $1 per view.
Hey, YouTube don't even pay that much. What are you doing, man? YouTube don't pay that much. YouTube give you 50 cents.
Don't.
I know that dude.
Hey, so
all right.
Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you come across the right man, the right amount of money. He give you that same proposition. Look, you ain't gotta do this no more. Boom. I take care of everything. Do you still stick with your hustle, or do you give up the hustle and lay your life?
I give up the hustle and find another hustle.
She's got a hustle. Okay.
The right man, that's one in a million right there.
Okay.
The right man. All right. So how do you? Let's have the uncomfortable part. Ooh, I'm ready. Let's do it. How do you secure a man? I mean, how do you keep him secured with everything that you have released internet-wise? Like, how do you reassure him? Remember, this is the same thing me and Khalifa went through, right? She actually went down the aisle and got married. And then, you know what I'm saying, it's all about keeping her man secured at the same time through her past decisions. But like I said, they end up divorcing anyway. But how do I keep him secure?
Tell him I was acting. No, I'm just kidding. What I would do is I would keep that man secure. I mean, Daily affirmations, letting him know that my past that was my past life.
You can't talk to me and give me that kind of security.
You said
If I watch
daily
your videos, I'm gonna need you to do some shit at home that you ain't doing on camera.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And of course I'm gonna put on the show. I'm gonna put on the show 10 times greater than what he done seen on my OnlyFans.
Yeah. All right. So so if I be like, I seen this on your OnlyFans, you better do something.
Right. Nah, I watched video number 3.
I watched you do that shit. You better do something else.
Fuck no.
No. You did this already. Nah, do something with it.
You gotta do
And I like to keep it, I like to keep it fresh. You gotta keep it fresh. So I'm a spontaneous person anyway. So it's gonna be okay. Fresh.
Okay, I like this.
Fun.
I like this. I like this. All right, so you get the man, you get to secure yourself. What about kids? Are you still looking at getting more kids in the future?
I'm done. But I mean, if the right man come along, I can push out one more.
Man,
I can push out one more if the right man come along, but it got to be before I'm 30. I'm 27. I'll be 28 this year. So.
Oh man! So the right man gets you off OnlyFans, and he might get a child, or is he going to get a child?
The right man, he gonna get a child. He gonna get a child.
Okay.
Now we talking human form or dog form, fish form. He gonna get a child.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know I got damn baby.
No, he gonna get a child for sure.
Okay. I'm saying he retired you off the internet shit. That's a forever growing market. God damn it. Okay. Oh, I got it. What if the man like, yo, I want you to shut this platform down. Now we make one together. You down for it?
Hell yeah. That's money.
That's the quickest.
Okay, so you on that rock and shade, that team theme shit, huh? You want to make a couple OnlyFans? Okay, that's what's up. I mean, and look, I feel like that's some of the dopest shit you can ever do. Honestly, as a couple, like, hey, fuck it, let's sell this shit. We gonna be married forever anyway. Like, make some money off of it.
Exactly.
A couple do that in porn, man.
Bro, yeah.
All the videos are with each other.
I follow a few. Shoot.
Who you follow? Who you follow?
They not like popular like that. They still like
up and coming.
Yeah, one of them is a rapper, I think. You know, I'm not really in tune with this new rap, but one of them is a rapper and it's his girl. Y'all may know who I'm talking about. I don't know their name. She white though.
White.
Yeah. I can't call their name. I cannot call their name, but he a rapper and he make money and she still like, you know,
man, it's a couple
sell their sex videos and stuff, and she be making bank like crazy followers.
Unless you talk about what's my boy name from Houston? Sauce. Talking about Sauce. Are you talking about him?
It's like I don't think he is big. No, I don't know. I don't know. I just know the girl look good. I just know the dude rap.
White. That's the only white. He got a bad white. He got a bad snow bunny.
I think it might be them.
Yeah, Sauce Walker. Yeah, Sauce Walker got a couple of them snow bunnies. They make money.
Damn.
All of them make money. The Soul Sauce Factory. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. That's what's up. I mean, at least you're optimistic, making more money. How do you explain that to the kids now?
Woo.
Yeah, so you and Daddy just be fucking online, huh? Y'all just be fucking, huh?
I'm gonna be like, this is what the government made us do during the coronavirus. It was mandatory. It was mandated. It was mandated. We had to. That's my story, and I'm sticking to that. I had that already.
You're like, look at all these clothes. What kind of phone you got? Look at that iPhone. What we did. That's what paid for that.
Exactly.
Hope that worked.
But would you think that'd be easier though? Like finding a man that makes content like you, right? You got porn stars that marry porn stars because after a while, like they don't really want to have sex with people outside the adult industry. True. That's something that's really big. So would you think that'd be easier for you to find somebody who makes content like you and you'd be like, hey, look.
No.
Oh, okay. You still like the random shit, like, hey, swipe up, swipe left, or meet me in person type shit.
Right, yeah. I don't think I would. No. Because when I get older, when I don't do it for them no more, what they gonna go to? I mean, that's with any man, honestly. But what if, I want to stop one day and, they don't? Then what?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, you don't have to record all sex sessions. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's times that, like, the homie, you know what I'm saying? It's times I didn't have the phone ready. I'm too caught up. I'm not trying to record everything. You know what I'm saying? It can be one of those situations. Oh, man. Okay. Like, this, it's really interesting. So, how's what I want to ask? You got something to ask? Because I know I'm talking a lot. I told you I got questions like a motherfucker.
No,
I told you I got questions.
I'm curious to see if you got any questions for us, or we can see if people want to put their questions in the Q&A. I know some people should have questions in the Q&A tonight.
Do I got any questions? Okay, so I've always wanted to know this because I've asked men and I don't think they've given me straight answers. Because either they tried to talk to me or like me or some of that nature. But when you see a girl that does OnlyFans, what's your first thought of her? Like, are you like, this is somebody I can date, or I'm just writing this girl because I know she gonna be easy? You know what I'm saying? So what do you think when you see a girl that do OnlyFans?
Honestly, man, like, to me, if I see a chick that got an OnlyFans, if I see a chick that got like thousands of followers, I kind of like automatically think they might not be quote unquote a hoe necessarily, but they may have an addiction to the attention, right? So I'll start there. But based on what I'm looking at, I may already get a little aroused or whatever. I'll tone it down. My first thing is, hey, have a conversation, see how the conversation go, see where I head. And then we can kind of move past, all right, you might not really be that much into the attention. You might just get the attention. Like I said, the way you start breaking shit down, I'm like, okay, she really a hustler. Like, you know what I mean? If it wasn't OnlyFans, I'm pretty sure you'll be doing something else. So I just think you got to give everybody a conversation and see where they head at. Of course, you're gonna have you always gonna have everybody judge everybody. If you meet a dude that don't have an OnlyFans and he just look good and he look like he got a little money or whatever, you automatically gonna think, okay, cool. I ain't the only chick he talking to. You just gonna automatically assume it. So we're gonna judge each other. That's what we do. We
Yeah.
spice each other up. But I say just give everybody a conversation. If your head don't seem like it's in the right place, then okay, cool. I'm gonna put you right back in that box that maybe I thought you was in already. If you want to crawl out that box a little bit, you can crawl out that box. That's cool. You can move into another box, but I'm gonna base it on the conversations. So,
He still ain't said what he perceived forward though. I don't want to hear that. We still go move.
it's based on the conversation. Hey, look,
Man, fuck that. Okay. After the conversation, would you move into a relationship?
relationship? Hey, shit. Hey, look, look here. Hey, look. So look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. Cause there's some dudes out there that date strippers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like cool. If you know that person really just hustling and that's they hustle, that's they grind. And I ain't gonna lie, you gotta be making some money from it. If I'm gonna take you serious, hey, you gotta be living some kind of lifestyle. You know what I mean? You gotta have
She gotta
conversation
break you up,
everywhere.
She gotta
You gotta
break
be
you
making
up.
some money. You can't be steady doing that shit and you ain't making nothing, and then we finna be in a relationship and you steady going extra hard in that shit. Like, nah.
Right. It's time to find a new hustle.
You gotta do something else because that ain't working. If you a hustler, show me your hustle, show me your grind. But nah, hey, but put the disclaimer out there. I ain't never dated a stripper. I ain't never.
Oh man.
I ain't never dated
The way
a
you couldn't
stripper.
even finish that sentence though. That last sentence you couldn't. You said I never dated a stripper.
Hey, but if you successful, I don't know. I gotta reevaluate some shit.
So I gotta
I ain't
No,
gonna
he's full of shit, man.
hey, shit, we got some shit to talk about.
Right.
We got some shit to talk about. That's how you come to the table.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, I like you. We gotta talk about some things.
What you making? What you making for me?
Let me see some statements.
Hey, 'cause look, if I can't retire you, I'm gonna be honest. Shit, if you already, hey, shit, I'm gonna be honest. Shit. If I can't retire you, it is what it is.
It's true.
All right, I like that. Be OnlyFans boyfriend. I like that. I just. I just like
boyfriend.
Caught that.
Oh man. Okay.
Man.
Hell no.
Man. You know me, look. You know, I only got X amount of money. I'm ready to cross over before I hit people up with that non-disclosures. Right? That's how I believe I'm gonna operate my lifestyle off as non-disclosures, depending on what type of women I'm gonna deal with. 100%. I say that shit honestly, right?
Yeah.
That's why I said, look, I know several chicks that had asked me to do OnlyFans. 100%. I feel like, yo, what was the percentage? Like, yo, the way my lifestyle going, you gonna have to sign a non-disclosure. I don't need you fucking shit up. So that's the whole purpose of me. I like to protect my image and my brand. As I said, some dudes can be like, hey, yo, fuck it. I love her. We're going to go out in the world. I'm going to hold her hand. I'm going to marry her. The world's going to know about us. I'm going to scream it to the top of my lungs. I'm going to be like, you know, it's going to be silent. It's going to be silent communication, but we got to understand it, right? As I said, your brand and your butt is everything unless you're ready to step forward into that. A lot of men try to step forward and end up getting their brand fucked. Like I said, personally, it's all about who you are as an individual. If you see yourself moving to certain heights and certain like social cues, social clubs and aspects, then everything you do matters, right? That's why they say like the higher up you move up, non-disclosure should be start becoming mandatory. You don't even have to fucking with your bread and butter. So when it came to me, when the OnlyFans, like I know chicks got OnlyFans, I'm like, cool. It doesn't bother me. Because that's just like saying, oh, okay, would you talk to somebody? Yeah, talking is talking. Would you date somebody? Yeah, dating is dating. We be in a relationship? Now, hey, look, slow down. We got shit we got. Like, what you say, X? We got shit we got to talk about.
Right.
That's shit we got to talk about. But look, like I said, on an honest note, when it comes to that, like I said, depending on your brand as an individual, what you're trying to achieve, that's how you're going to make a decision. Honestly.
And I would just add in, man, like, I'm somebody that's comfortable, like, in my frame. So, like, I mean, I can't lie. Like, a lot of dudes feel like if they date a woman, they got to be somebody that dress down, somebody that don't get a lot of attention. I ain't gonna lie, that shit don't bother me. I don't mind having the chick that everybody wants. You ain't gonna get her.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, go out, she went out for free. She got drunk on somebody else's dollar. Cool. Come back to me off that nigga dollar, and we're gonna have a good night. Like,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, like,
wait, I'm sorry. They got drunk off your money, what'd you say?
No, I'm saying if she go out and get drunk off and, you know, get into somebody's section for free, get free drinks, whatever, cool, do that. And you come home, we have a good night. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Just like one of the biggest controversial questions men have. So if your woman was dancing with another man all night, you comfortable with that coming back home?
I ain't say nothing about dancing. Fuck free drinks. That's all I said. I ain't say shit about
Some women got a nice mouthpiece. They don't have to dance. Some women got a nice mouthpiece. All they gotta do is talk.
That's the funniest.
I'm just saying.
That's the funniest part, bro. I ain't say all that.
Nah,
oh, man.
Them women gonna get their attention, man, especially if they're super attractive.
Okay. I like that, man. Stay in your masculine frame, you know what I'm saying? Let it be liberated. You know, I like that. That's cute, man. I like that, man. You know, my number one rule, never dress her up if you can't dress her down. Right. Real max shit.
Okay.
All right. So what questions you got? What other questions you got now?
Yeah, I know people got questions. They just not asking.
I just put in the Q&A box. Hey, yo, questions coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Questions put in the Q&A box. Sarah, what else you got for us? I know you got more questions than that.
Honestly, I don't know. I can't think of any questions. I was so nervous. I'm not nervous anymore, but I was.
Cool.
I'm an open book. Y'all got any? I'm an open book.
Oh shit! Yep.
So, ask
about another 15 minutes.
Ask
all right. What? I forgot. I wanted to make sure. What is your what is your relationship dynamic? Are you more monogamous, poly? What is it?
I tried the poly thing and it was a disaster, so I'm definitely monogamous. but I believe in having fun.
Mm. Mm. What's fun? What's fun?
I mean, fun can be us visiting a polygamy club. I mean, just depending on, it depends on what kind of fun we into. If that's inviting another woman in a room for a night or two. I mean, I feel like if the attraction is there, if I'm confident with him and he's confident with me, why not? Life is short. If anything, COVID has taught me that life is short. Have fun.
Oh, okay. And how long does a man have to wait to have this type of fun before you be like, hey, look, let's go have fun? Like, how much secure do you need to be, or when there's a time limit? Or you be like, look, Sam, you and I go right now. Let's go have some motherfucking fun.
Honestly, it's not really a secure thing, because honestly, as women, do we ever really feel that we are secure? You know what I'm saying? Secure with a man. I mean, I don't. It just depends. I mean, it could be a year into the relationship. It could be 2 years into the relationship. It could be a few months into the relationship. I mean, it depends. Like, I don't like to put like a label on time, because
I like that.
You could be married for, that saying, that cliche saying, you could be married to somebody for 5 years and they never swept you off your feet. And then you meet somebody in a matter of 2 months and they done done everything and went all of the above. And, yeah. So
that's some honesty right there. I like that.
I like that. I also call cap on that sweeping motherfucking feet off in 5 years shit. Because the reason I say that, this is why I say that, right? When you go through a relationship with 5 years of experience and periods, there are times where you have not kept yourself in a box. To a point where you move to the next individual, everything they do is now amazing.
I disagree. I was married for 5 years.
I didn't finish. Because if you're so used to a condition that's been going on for 5 years, if a person is doing the smallest things that you wasn't experienced, it then becomes amazing. Like I remember, I got so many stories about that, but yeah, I like I said, I agree and I don't, I also disagree with that at the same time. If you get conditioned to a certain behavior, and then when you finally get something different, then you're like, oh man, that was different. In the 5 years, I never experienced that shit. That's because you got conditioned with them for them 5 years. Mm-hmm. So everything that person does is gonna be amazing. But then after those 2 months go by, like they said, a great life is a boring life, and then it comes conditioned. Unless you keep the relationship spontaneous. Go ahead.
I say shit. Sometimes people, okay, let's say somebody married for 5 years. The marriage could have just been based on a decision they made at that moment in their life, and they probably didn't know how to end it necessarily. You know what I mean? So it's not saying that person swept them off their feet. They could have just made a decision based on where they was at in life. It could have been childhood, past trauma, anything. Marrying a person and staying with them don't necessarily mean they ever swept you off your feet.
That's true. I'm living proof of that. I mean, I was married. I did the married thing.
I definitely just said it's still conditioning for them 5 years. Mm-hmm. So when you get conditioned, that's what I said. Within 5 years, if you didn't get swept off your feet, that's because of the condition you was in. So when you step out of it, you can get swept off your feet. Conditioning is everything. But so let me do this next one. All right, you said you had a bad poly relationship. Why was it bad? I got to hear about this one. I do got some poly people that be watching. So
okay, so I'm pretty sure he got me blocked now, but I was so he ain't gonna see this. He made a whole TikTok about me. Anyways, okay, so I was into a polygamy relationship, and it didn't go like the polygamy pages that I follow. It didn't go as planned. It didn't go as planned. It was at first it was okay. It was okay. I was like, I can get used to this, but then it got to being where there was what really messed us up, but there was no rules put in place. He had rules in his head that was never communicated to me. So
what I tell you, what are the 3 things I live by? Standards, boundaries, requirements. That's what any relationship I form. So there was no boundaries put in place. So can you tell the story? We want to hear this.
It was just it wasn't no boundaries. So apparently I broke a rule. Apparently.
What was the rule?
Yeah. So apparently I broke a rule. I had a guest. I had a guest in our house. But
a male guest or a female guest?
this is a male and female kind of guest, but
a couple?
It wasn't a couple. It was a mutual friend and a guy that I, was making content. Put it like that. I got it. I was making content with, and it was a mutual friend, and we few drinks. We had some puff passes, and one thing led to another. Yeah, it happened.
All right.
What? Whoa. Yeah, that definitely is a goddamn communication break. What the y'all hear this shit?
But see, that's the thing. You have to definitely set those boundaries. No boundaries, no rules were in place. It was just a more of we both share the same views. We both share the same goals. It was one of those kind of things, but we didn't have no rules set. He did what he wanted to do. I did what I wanted to do when he was home, because he worked off, like he was always out of town for work. When he was home, we went out together and we scouted together. And when we weren't together, free game.
And what the fuck? That sounds like an open relationship. That sounds nothing like poly. That sounds like an open relationship.
It was poly because we played together sometimes. We played together. But now
that's not no goddamn poly, man. Like, y'all not about to let you fuck up poly like that, bro.
But see, now that I know what poly is, though, I still don't think it's for me, because now when I think of poly, because I still support poly. I'm in a lot of poly groups. Mm-hmm. Now that I see what poly is about, poly is so much more than being with a person. Mm-hmm. It's way more than that. It's building that foundation, laying that dirt down. It's business, because that's 3 incomes in one household, for one.
You said 3 incomes. So
that's 3 incomes.
But you only explained it was 2 of y'all. So how was that poly?
No, I'm saying now that I have this view on poly, because we didn't, we thought poly was, we could just have, just do what we want to do. We're together.
Open relationship.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you want to call it. But at the time, it was, at the time we thought we were, that's what we thought it was. Now that I'm out of the relationship and I've had somebody educate me on what poly is, and I was like, oh shit. Okay.
This is why we say polygamy is specifically only catered around alpha men, in a sense. I even know a guy that considered himself a Sigma male, and he's in a polygamous relationship. It really has to be centered around a specific type of male. Mm. We'll close it off on that. If you're gonna be a male in that, you got to lay down your standards, boundaries, rules, everything. And honestly, it got to be some type of goal, some type of objective being met. It can't just be because I want all this access. That's not the fundamental rules of it. I mean, so hey, poor leadership, poor results. That's how it goes down.
And it was definitely poor results. It was some poor results. It was some poor results. Some poor results, but you live and you learn. It was an experience.
My ex with the goddamn quote. That's some poor leadership. Hey, nigga, fuck you, nigga. You be trying to do that shit too much. Oh shit, man. Hey, you be trying to wise man on camera. See, I do it all. I'm just me. All right, let's get back to it. So, would you ever attempt another poly relationship? Or no, 100% is off. Now that you've been educated.
Now that I've been educated, I'm not opposed to it.
Okay. Give me your rules right now. Like I said, standards, boundaries, and requirements. Those are the 3 things I live by in every relationship I form with any individual. What would be like your standards, relationship, or boundary if you ever did it again?
Double it up. What standards and rules would you be willing to follow?
I asked my question. You get yours next, right?
We're gonna be here all night, but no, because I've learned so much. Like just visiting the poly pages. Definitely there would have to be certain rules such as, it just depends on how you want to look at it. Are we all gonna work? Because I have kids, so I'm walking into it with 2 kids already, right? I need to get to know these people first before we need to date before I even think about introducing you to my kids, because I'm super overprotective. Okay. So we got to date for a while before we all have to date. You know what I'm saying? We all got to date for a while. We got to start off as friends. We got to, build that foundation. We have to have the same not necessarily the same views. We have to have the same goals. We got to have the same end game. We got to be, we got to be hustlers. We got to be motivated by, wealth. Because I want to be wealthy. I don't want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. So we have to have that same end goal. We have to, when it comes to the kids, what's your parenting skills like? How do you discipline? What's your diet like? Do you eat fast food every day? Do you cook? It's even little things like that needs to be.
Okay, I like this.
Needs to be said. Your religion, that's a huge thing. What's your religion like? Are you Christian? Are you Catholic? Are you Gothic? You know what I'm saying? Are you, that's a huge topic. Politics. Do we share the same views with politics?
We get somewhere,
you know what I'm saying?
We get somewhere.
Yeah, we definitely.
Okay. You ask your question now, and then I'll answer mine.
I'm good, man. I ain't gonna ask nothing else. I'm good.
All right, cool. Okay, so if you decided to do this one last time, would you want a separate household? Would you like everybody living under one roof?
Everybody on one property.
I like that.
One property.
Okay.
We can each have a house. You got a house, he got a house, she got a house. You know what I'm saying? And we got the main house, Yeah. I mean, we got 3 incomes. We better be doing something with 3 incomes,
Okay. Would it be a problem? This has always been some of the funniest things I ever did with women, right? If I ever got involved with a woman, I said, look, I'm going to take care of the house. I just want you to take care of the groceries. Would that be a problem?
Hell no. I love to cook. So.
Okay. Because you have some people that come in mind like, no, the man supposed to do every goddamn thing. I'll be like, yo.
I don't believe in that.
That's the smallest thing. I feel like that's the simplest thing a man should be able to ask any woman.
Yeah.
Is look, if I take care of the house, I just want you to take care of the groceries. I feel like let's do it.
That's easy. That's easy. That's a piece of cake. That's like getting up every morning. Honestly.
X, talk to me, man. I know you want to say something, but you understand those situations. They'd be like, no, you gotta do every goddamn thing. I'm like, God damn, groceries, baby. If it's 2 adults in here, like, look, as a monogamous and a poly man, I have everything I know exactly how I would do everything, right? For instance, stay in a 2-2 by myself. Said if another woman ever came in the picture, that's still good enough for us. If another woman came into the picture, then I had to automatically move up to a 3-2. We need an extra space for all emergencies, right? For one reason is everybody don't want to sleep in the same bed every fucking night. Let's be honest. So that's one of the things. That's you got to give people the separate space for them to recharge. Because like I said, when women have menstrual cycles, all that, some people want their personal space. People don't look at situations like that. Like I literally have a scrapbook how I do. It's just I gotta sit down to a T, but that's just like some of the like smallest things. Like hey, if it came to that point, like what would you be willing to pitch in with 3 incomes? Because you have some people be like, if we're doing poly, the man got to be able to afford everything. Yeah, some people be like, no, we're here too, right? For instance, so this is one of the most powerful dynamics I've ever seen in poly. Some people mimic it, some people don't. They'll actually have one woman will be just as workable as the man, right? Meaning like she'll go out there and make the income less than him or more than him, or they make about the same, whatever it is. The other woman actually stays at home. So that admiration and that inspiration they get is, okay, if they're both working, they still have somebody to come home to at the same time. They're both bringing in 2 additional incomes. Mm-hmm. So the woman who's at home, she's able to cook, clean, get things together. Because whether people know it or not, like sometimes when it comes to running errands, you actually need additional help. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you ever try to do everything in one day, you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, still don't get everything fucking done. So imagine if I don't have to take off time on my schedule, we have somebody at home, we can have that person already move around and get things done for us. Like I said, poly is beautiful to me if you can actually get it done. As a man that's both monogamous and poly, I still believe in building the one individual before adding additional, but I also believe in respecting that person's lifestyle. Said this plenty of times. A person can go be poly, then try to be like, no, I'm monogamous. Then you have individuals be like, okay, look, we're solid. I don't mind trying this. Then they might be open to an additional person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just at everybody want to be a king, quote unquote, until it's time to do king shit. Everybody
That's
wants
right.
the accolades, they want the benefits of things, but they don't want to put in the work. So whether you're monogamous or poly as a man, there's still certain things you have to provide and put on the table in order to make anything work. You know what I mean? So you have to be in your masculine frame and you have to produce. That's number one. You know what I mean? You have to
Yes,
produce.
sir.
And you have to lead in particular situations. So, you know what I mean? Any relationship, anything you have is gonna collapse if you can't lead effectively. Alphas, quote unquote, seem to live on the edge a lot of times because they're willing to take risks that other people won't take. That's their reward to risk ratio. So the greater the man, greater the risk, the greater the reward. You can't really substitute that shit. That's the fucking formula. You know what I mean? So
I like that.
if you have that fortitude to go out there and make that shit happen and do that, cool. People, not just women, but even other men and everybody around you will give you that respect in your energy because you really doing that shit. You really shit. That's what you about. People see you leading effectively. People gonna respect you. They're not gonna always challenge you, disrespect you, try to break what you got. You're gonna have your jealousy and envy, and that's cool. But a lot of times when you really leading effectively, people will fall in line, and not to undermine their leadership ability as well. But I mean, like I say, shit, somebody got to be numero uno in a lot of situations, or it's not even about that. But people just will respect you if you really about what you think. And women most definitely gonna test you. They gonna test you nonstop. It's dudes
Non-stop. Non-stop.
poly relationships, and they like, look, I gotta prove to my women every day that I'm really about what I'm talking about, even though I am productive. It's just a never ending process. I constantly prove myself over and over again. So
That's right.
they like, look, that's what keeps me sharp. That's what keeps me motivated as a hustler, as a whatever. Because if I can constantly produce and prove myself to them, then I could take that energy into the outer world and I can conquer that shit like it's nothing. So, yeah, man. That's what I got.
All right, man. Hey, that boy cooking, man. Like, what's
That
going
was
on,
good.
baby? We going back and forth today. You want to do this? Huh? You want to do this right now? We're supposed to be talking to her, but you want to do this deep talking shit.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's deep. Look, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. That's
He want to play with me today. You want to play with X?
right.
X, you want to play with Juice today? That's what we doing. Okay. All right. So you mentioned some key things I want to home in on. So, what is your religious views?
We already know mine, so what's yours?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh, okay. My religious views. So I was brought up at the church as a Christian.
Okay.
I believe there is a higher power.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, whatever man, let's say the man you get involved with, does he have to be 100% Christian, or could he be Baptist? Can he be? He got to be Christian.
No, he can. No.
Okay.
No.
He can be whatever.
He can be. He just can't be pro demon and none enough shit like that. But I'm open. I talk to a Buddhist. I used to talk to a Buddhist like briefly.
Okay.
But they are deep thinkers. Like wow. But yeah, I'm open. You can be whatever religion. You just can't be demon worshiping and rah. Nope.
Oh, okay. So no sex magic, in other words.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna say that.
I said no sex magic, in other words, huh?
Yeah, no demons. No.
That's
a deal breaker for me.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're Christian. Let's just say I'm Muslim. Would you convert yourself to my religion, or do you still stay your own religion?
If it made sense, I would convert.
What do you mean by makes sense?
So when I say made sense, if it was broken down to me, a lot of times I'm the type of person, I don't need stuff. I need it broken down. I need to know the why. Well, why this? And I've had some people, present their religion and, like the Buddhist, like his stuff made more sense than my religion, and I've been in my religion since I was a little girl. That's all I've ever known. I'm from Alabama. We go to church every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we church going folks. So
vacation Bible school, all that?
Vacation Bible school was like summer school. Everybody going, you know.
I used to have all the little badges back there.
Okay. You was there before the Vacation Bible School opened.
Yeah, I used to be there, man. I used to be there. I collect them goddamn badges. Like, what is the scripture today? John 3:16. I need all my badges. I need all my badges, baby. I need everybody God. Okay, cool. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Let's move to the next category you had said. What about politics? What is your intake on politics?
Politics?
Gotta hit the blood first. All right, go ahead.
Because politics is crazy out here. My view on politics, I don't really get too into politics, but I think we got to share the same views with politics, because what's going on in this world right now is crazy. So we got to at least have the same views, or we don't have to go for the same people in politics, but if we share the same views, then okay, we good.
Okay, so would you say you're more of an independent voter, or do you actually lean to a side like Democrat or Republican? Independent voters mean you're going to vote for the best candidate.
Yeah, I vote for the best candidate. I don't do the Democrat, Republican.
Oh, okay. I mean, look, some people straight voting and never read the candidates on the ballot. So that's why I say independent voters, they're going to read both sides and make sure they correct, vote for the candidate that says they're going to put certain things in play. Because one of the biggest things that people forget about straight voting is sometimes the person on the opposite side actually has the better decision. But because you straight vote, because you're one way, you don't never look into the opposition.
Right.
Okay. So we touched what was that? Religion. We touched politics. Oh, one of the biggest ones. So our family. What does family look like to you?
Family,
like raising a family. I think that's one of the biggest things people are gonna have. Tell me about the family. Let's get into that.
I mean, that's a broad question. Like when you say raising a family, like what are our views as far as our parenting skills, or?
Oh, we can start. Oh, I can fire these questions off. You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay, one. Let me circle it. Parenting.
Money, parenting, family structure.
Go ahead. Parenting. First question is parenting.
Parenting.
How do you see the parenting structure between you and the man?
The man needs to be more dominant. I feel like the man needs to be more dominant, needs to take that leading role. I have no problem being submissive. I have no problem. You got to talk to your daddy. You got to talk. I have no problem being submissive, but you got to be dominant. You got to be dominant for me to be submissive. So I feel like the parenting, we have to have, of course, same end goal for parenting, to raise some successful kids, to raise some happy kids.
I want all that. Give me all that. I want all that.
All that? I just want my kids to be happy. Like with parenting, I want to do fun parenting. Like I don't want to be that parent that's always yelling. And that's what a lot of kids remember growing up. And my mama always yelled at me, or, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I want like the parenting to be so open that our kids, when they get in trouble, we the first one they call. Or, they need something, we the first people that they call. They not calling, oh, let me call my friend so she can get me out of this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be like, I'm going to call my mom because I know she going to show up. She may whip my ass later, but she going to show up,
I like that. Okay. What else you got? Hey, keep squeezing that goddamn juice. What else you got in there?
Say, look, I would say when you said on the religious shit, it's about what makes sense. I'm like, damn, she right. Because I'm like, a lot of dudes try to get women on a program and they not on that program 100% themselves. And women can pick that shit out. You know what I mean? Like if you really just talking and that's not really who you are, it's gonna show. It's gonna show in your leadership and your tutelage. You know what I mean? So I think as men, if you really gonna step up in those positions, you gotta be ready. You gotta know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's just like financial literacy and let's take religion off the table.
Sure.
Can you teach your family how to get this bag and how to secure the bag and how to multiply it? Because even if you dating a hustler and she really like that about you, well, how far are you gonna take that? Like, you know what I mean? So if it's just for show, shits and giggles, and it's just surface level, well, you're gonna lose your family, fam. You're gonna lose.
Mhm.
So your toolish, everything about you got to be on point. You got to be on tact. So how you spend your free time as a man is critical. Every second, every moment got to be to the benefit of you first as an individual, so you can be that leader or that man or whatever to that family structure, whether it's religious, finances, whatever the case. So I think that's why a lot of family structures sometimes crumble. And then you was like, look, I don't mind being submissive if he doing this, if he doing that. And sometimes people shame women when they talk like that, but it's like she's saying I don't mind playing my role, just play your fucking role.
Let's play exactly, exactly.
And it's
But
not to say everybody gonna be perfect all the time, but
right,
you know when people are legitimate about their roles or not. So that's all I got on
it's
Mm.
facts.
You my nigga, boy. We gonna talk later. we gonna talk later, bro.
We gonna
We
talk
gonna
later.
talk later. Just know that, bro.
that.
Okay, so he brought up a good thing. Roles. Is there anything specific roles, or do you believe like, look, whatever needs to get done, we just need to get it done?
We just need to get it done.
Okay,
Just need to get it
okay.
done. Or if it need to be role, you play this role, I play that role, then that's
Whatever works best.
if he's dominant, I'm already know my role. So
Okay. If he's dominant.
if he's
So I wanna ask this question. I wanna make sure I ask it
oh
correctly.
Lord.
You know, Juice got this type of shit. Do you believe? Are you saying basically his masculine energy needs to be more than your masculine energy?
I would say it would be nice. It would be nice because I feel like as women, especially women of color, we already have to be masculine because we go through so much being a black woman or being a colored woman. We go through so much, so we're already automatically masculine because the world already hate us. So we're already masculine in that. So if we can find somebody that we can trust with that masculine, with us being that masculine, and to see them be even more masculine, it makes me adore the hell out of you. It makes me want to take care of you. I want to be your peace. You know what I'm saying? So
I take it further, man. Like I ain't want to do this, but I gotta do it. Um, we see a lot of times again, like you know what I'm saying, like it's a reason why black men get killed or emasculated on camera the way we do, because
Mm-hmm.
the overall perception is this man is not going to protect you and he's not going to protect himself. We have to, we got to push that image out. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Versus white men, hey, they just air out the whole fucking room just because they had a bad day.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Just recently, climbed on top, went to a rooftop, killed some motherfuckers, planned on killing some more people, but he got pulled over and that's how his shit ended. But niggas just
right,
shit. So being dominant in your masculine frame, even just based on media perception, is important. Like,
hmm
just I feel like for black women to get into a relationship with a, you know what I'm saying, black male, and they take that weight off their shoulder, I think that's a tremendous thing. That's just less worries you got. You're gonna fight
exactly,
about a lot of shit in a relationship, I'm pretty sure. But at least you don't gotta fight about that shit. So
exactly.
you have
You're
to
right.
we have to reestablish our dominance as black men. Even if we can't do it in the media, that's cool. That's where our personal lives come into play. Everybody's watching us. And you know what I'm saying? You might have some little cousins that you don't know really watching you. They watching you. You might have
Mhm.
and it's not just your woman. Everybody's watching you as a black man. See how you handle everything. So that one moment you get a little too emotional, too radical, too whatever, people is watching you and they judging you.
Mhm.
He failed. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta take that pressure enough to
Mhm.
take the pressure off y'all so y'all can really tap into y'all feminine. You know, a lot of us don't have those kind of conversations. So if we saying, hey, 50-50, you work just as hard as I work, well, I still got some weight on your shoulder that's kind of like, and that's debatable. Sometimes 50-50 may be necessary. Sometimes the loads may shift and change. I ain't arguing that, but if we keep it 50-50, you're going to have some extra weight on your shoulder and you're not going to be able to tap into your actual femininity the way you can because you got some extra shit on. So I just had to throw that in.
Oh, let me challenge that real quick now.
Go ahead.
Can you actually tap into something you never learned?
Yeah. And I say,
Okay. So how do you do that?
Sometimes you just have, you have to input nature in a conversation. Like if a woman give birth to a child, not every woman is gonna be 100% a nurturer, but it's gonna be a relationship between a woman and the child. The child is gonna know the breast is where I go to get fed. You don't have to tell the child go to the nipple to get fed. You don't have to necessarily. The woman already knows. Okay, I gotta feed the child. You have nature. You can't override nature. You don't have to be taught your nature as a man or a woman. Now, in some cases, you may need a little extra knowledge and information to get over certain humps, but you do have nature. So I say, if you put a woman into a position to where she don't have to tap into her masculine frame at all, some women are gonna be so used to doing it that they may not digress to their feminine, and that's cool. But naturally speaking, some women gonna take the opportunity and rock with it because they want to do certain things that they had to do prior. Even in the masculine frame, like if you ain't got to argue with a motherfucking female and fight and she not your piece, well, you're gonna be more masculine. If she's being less peaceful, more stressed, you may become more feminine. Even if you masculine as fuck, nature still is on the table. I will never override your nature.
Oh,
Yeah,
God. I can get into that. I can get into that so deep, but
That was
love
deep.
it. I love it. I can get into what you just said so deep. I'm gonna leave it alone though. All right, let's I love this man. You don't know. I gotta do it all like I said. Some things I gotta do, I do it outside. Okay, education. What would be some things you would like to put in your family educational wise? For instance, when I do certain things within my family structure, I do believe there's a day everybody should teach the subject. You need to be able to be a teacher to your child as well. I 100% believe that. I'd be like, hey, what do you do? Cook? Okay, well, look, you're going to have to cook this day in front of the kids so they know how to teach. Me, I can do subjects. I can do things of that nature. See, when they say parents, the mother's the first teacher, and like I said, when it comes to the dad and the mom, y'all the first teachers, right? Mm-hmm. People get so caught up to the educational system to a point where that parents forget to also teach the kids.
They have to. Yep.
They forget to teach the kids as well. Be like, oh, nigga, like you fucking up in school. What am I paying all this money for? Like, what you need a school teacher? Like, no, there's different teachings that come into it, right? I know several women that want to instill plant, like having a green thumb. They want to teach that to their kids and stuff. I'm like, cool. Figure out a day and make that stuff happen. Like, I put it like this. I'll be like, okay, look, you want the kids to learn how to plant? How about when I cut the grass and mow the lawn, you go out back and start digging so they'll understand the soil I'm putting in and the different effects that it has on the plants that we're planting. Whether it's just a plant that's going to be for oxygen, a plant that's going to be for fungi, like different stuff like that. Like, it's so much different stuff you can do. So that's why I just want to throw out there. When it comes to education, what are some things you want to instill within their family?
Yeah, I took them all, but I push big for education. Some things I want to instill. I just feel like whatever my strong suit may be, whether that's mine is English, reading, literature.
English, okay.
Yeah, so that's something that I could. That's something that I could instill. Teach, because I love reading. Versus my partner may be dominant at math, science. Oh, I like history too, but math and science. And they can instill that. And I just feel like with kids, you have to always be evolving. Like with my toddlers, what I did was I created an interactive workbook. I got on Pinterest.
Okay.
And I seen how much they were. Yeah, I seen how much those interactive workbooks were. And I was like, I got to get two of them. Nah. So I just started, I had the Cricut machine. I had the printer at home. So I just went to Office Depot, got the laminating packets. And I just learned how to make literature books, and I just did. It was interactive because they could actually put stuff on the page, and they could actually do stuff with it. and it was colorful and it was bright. Like my daughter was in Peppa Pig, so every page incorporated Peppa Pig. You know, with my son, he was in the Paw Patrol, so every page was Paw Patrol. Yeah, so I'm big on learning. I'm big on learning. I'm big on it not just being death by PowerPoint or death by paperwork. You know, keep it fun.
I like that. That was sexy. I give you that. That was sexy.
Okay.
I had to write it on my paper. That was sexy. Look at you teaching shit. God damn it, man. Goddamn good episode right here. You have anything on family, man? I'm still on the family subject right now. Anything?
I think we all did good on that. I don't know. I would just simply say I like the fact that even though we started off with fitness and OnlyFans, you still displayed that at out of all that, you still a mother. You still come up with creative tactics to pertain to that role. So I gotta give you that. Like I say, you know, I called you a hustler earlier, babe, but you're definitely a mother. Not too many parents in general just take it that far to be like, look, I'm gonna go to all these lengths just to teach you. So I appreciate you for that.
Of course. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I still got like a billion questions, but I ain't gonna do that.
Come on. Keep them rolling. Keep them rolling.
Are you ready? You still want to sell yourself, huh? All right. Let's how I want to do this. How I want to do this. What would be the first thing you would teach your child outside the school system, right? That's also in the school system. Do you believe in they should learn the history as taught, or do you believe in teaching the history that really happened?
Man, I've learned all my history on TikTok. So the history that really happened versus the history that's taught. No, there's this Black woman I follow on TikTok, and the stuff that's not in our history books, like a lot of our African American culture, like it's not in history books.
Correct.
So there's this woman on TikTok, and she debunks pretty much everything that we've learned. Okay. Like the whole Christopher Columbus debacle.
Yeah, I was just about to give you that example.
Yeah, like she when she did that, I went down the TikTok rabbit hole. I looked at all her videos, staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning. Knowing I had to be at work at 7. But it's just so when she breaks it down like that, she relates it. And she even does politics. There's this attorney that does politics, and she breaks it down. I think y'all may follow her. Y'all may have seen some of her videos, but she breaks it down into like slang terms. Like, you know, like she'd be like, China over here, he messing with our good friend, you know, Germany over here, you know. So she break it down like that. So that's how I've learned. So the first thing I'm teaching is the history that's not been taught in, you know, the school system.
So how do you so when you get prepared for that moment, because I remember the first time, look, I ain't gonna never forget this a day in my life, man. I remember I was so excited one day. History is my shit, man. I came home one day. I said, Grandma, Christopher Columbus sailed on a ship. She said, what? I'm like, he sailed on a ship. She thought I said shit, got my ass whooped, right? So I remember after getting my ass whooped, I said, a ship, why are you hitting me? She was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So I said, hold on, let me read. Like after that moment, I actually went and studied, like, what the fuck did he really do? But they didn't tell you the person who was navigating them was a Black man. They forget to add in all these specific details that these people did in order to get to where they are. So like I said, when they go through that first educational system, they're going to find out like, America's great. Then when you get older, you're like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? Why are we still getting taught this? That's why I say, like, what would you think be one of the subjects you first go after to make sure they understand? I think history is one of them. I know I'll go after that shit.
So I like finance. So we're gonna get into this Black Wall Street. The Black Wall Street. We were the first to ever do it. So that's the first thing I'm teaching. So I'm still learning about that. I'm like, there was a Black Wall Street, and then the people behind it was bigger than it was huge. But we can't never have that.
Right. Nah, we're gonna get that. Let me get that. Look, I'm gonna tell you, one of my teachers right now is on this goddamn video right there. That was X. Man, at one point it's like I was big on finance, right? I was big on finance. Huh? No, I'm just I was big on finance, right? I look at the world different than X, right? X was all like, you're looking at a different shit, right? One of the things he said to me, he introduced to me, what was that? That beautiful goddamn black documentary. What is it called? Hidden Colors, right? I watched Hidden Colors. I'm like, God damn, I ain't know all this goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? He on a different wavelength. When it came to finance, I'm like, bro, you need to listen to these people. Like, here's some audiobooks, and this and that. So we always balanced each other out when it came to teaching, right? I'll go through something, he'll be like, here you go. He'll go through something like, here you go. So it always was on a balanced thing. Like I said, I think Hidden Colors was one of the biggest things that I watched that started making me look at the world different when it came to black people, right? Meaning I was so stuck in financial and into the white world of doing things, I never was hearing about how black people were doing things, right? He would even pick that out. He's like, man, like, he talked about some economical power. He's like, oh, bro, if we had this much money, we did this, we can do this. I'm like, yeah, but these white people, man, I don't know about that, man. These white people, man. So, like I said, it starts with the smallest things to make people see a bigger picture. So I like to say, yeah, that's beautiful that you want to start with finance. The reason why I say history is because if you learn history, you'll understand everything they did financially at the same time. That's why I say history.
And throw something in there like history is key because you have to know what you came from, and you have to also know the mistakes that they made in order so you don't reproduce the mistakes. And that ties into finances. Like if we look at Black Wall Street, right? It was probably over 100 other areas that was equivalent to Black Wall Street that we don't know about, right?
Rosewood.
What happened is white people came, massacred the shit, and then they turned that shit into rivers, lakes, dams. They literally flooded the areas with water. So it's some shit you may see as a river may have been a predominant black neighborhood years ago. So history and finance is always linked together. You really gotta connect the two. So you, goddamn, there was 100 Black Wall Streets, and it's not just one. You're like, fuck, so how did this shit fall? And then you get into play. Like one thing I like about history is not just black history, but wherever you had a church, you had an army. The army had to defend the church. We have churches. Niggas could just come in our churches and air the shit out, kill 9 people, walk out that motherfucker. Like so, you have to have wherever you have a church and worship, you have to have a military to defend the people that worshiping the quote unquote God. Like if we could tap into history, niggas conquered us because they utilized God. And
religion.
It wasn't always physical. So if you can connect the two in a modern day black family, yeah, you're clicking on all cylinders. You have to connect the two. So they go back to hidden colors, seeing where we come from. And then like I say, just constantly learning. Like I didn't know it was like that many Black Wall Streets until like maybe a couple of months ago. Somebody sent me a video on Facebook.
Shit.
Like I didn't know that Central Park was once a predominantly black neighborhood. But they ran the black people out, killed them, boom, put some water in that bitch, made it a whatever, and then they switched it. Now that shit became predominantly white. I'm like, man, these motherfuckers real. You know what I mean? So you just really have to connect the two. History, financial literacy, it's always gonna connect. Yeah.
I forgot. I thought you were throwing the third one in there: military, church, and you have education. Those are the 3 things they use around the world to rule the world.
Mechanism attack. You come from the military, so you already understand that. But that's why I think people get too religious. You know what I'm saying? They family structures like asking for protection and go out and be the protection. Somebody got to happen. 19 Keys did an interview with one guy, and I don't agree with everything he said, but he was like, look, instead of voting and all that bullshit, I went out and built my own schools for black boys or Hispanic boys, white boys, whoever. I made my own institutions for my visualizations. I didn't wait on somebody to finance me. I didn't do none of that. And he did that shit before he was like 25 years old. So if you can create your own institutions or whatever, you not already cracked the Da Vinci Code, but you got to understand history and financial literacy at the same time. Somebody got to understand real estate. Somebody got to understand history. You don't have to understand everything in order to function. And I think that's where a lot of times we fuck up. We have to master everything just in order to put shit in motion. Nah. If I'm good at real estate, Juice good at history, we need somebody else that's good at this. Let's just come together as a collective, make it happen. We feed
That's it.
in the process. That's how it works. Same thing with family structure. We don't all have to click on all cylinders and agree with everything, but hey, if we can come
Right.
together as a collective, let's make it work. Let's make it happen. So
Yeah. I mean, with family, man, it's like this. Look, I don't like you, but if you give me that call, hey, y'all got to jump. Oh, nigga, we out, baby. Let's go. We all right, though. Everybody family want to fight, though. Let it be an opportunity.
That's called group economics. We gotta have.
Yeah, that's group whooping some ass, all right. Yeah,
But I like this, man. I like this, man. I ain't got nothing else on it, man.
That's all right. Sam, you got anything else?
Ooh, no.
Okay. All right. But look, it's a great episode. I definitely can see a part 2 coming in. I definitely feel like a part 2 can come in the future.
I'm with it.
Okay, like where can they reach you at, Sam? Where can they reach you at?
So you can follow my IG at Vibes with Sam B. And then I have a fitness page, Her Addiction Fit.